In Germany, a tiny start-up company is making a bid to compete with a giant national rail service, Deutsche Bahn. Locomore describes itself as the world's first crowd-funded train line and has attracted more than 25,000 passengers in its first month. TRT World's Iris Spitzer reports from Berlin.
A German startup company is hoping these passengers are getting on board with the next big thing. The new train line Locomore is aiming to compete with the Deutsche Bahn, the country's national rail service, which controls about 99% of long-distance train travel. One of their main selling points is their lower fares.
Basically, the reason I travel with Locomore is that it's cheaper than the Deutsche Bahn. As a student, the prices are unbeatable.
Trains have lost ground in recent years, though, to both long-distance buses and low-cost airlines. Still, for many, the comfort and convenience of train travel is hard to beat.
I really like traveling long distance by train, and I think it would be really great if the market share for train traveling long distance would be higher.
The company still has a long way to go.
For the time being, Locomore just has this one train behind me here. Every morning it leaves the southern German city of Stuttgart, comes to Berlin, and then heads back to Stuttgart in the afternoon.
The trip takes about 6.5 hours, an hour longer than the traditional service. But with tickets as cheap as 22 euros, they're hoping customers will accept the scheduling limitations. Can they be profitable, though? Doing something others before them have tried and failed at.
I think a large enterprise can never focus on individual groups the way a small business is able to.
In their first 4 weeks, Locomore had more than 25,000 riders. Still, the company said it needs to sell about half its seats on average to expand to a second train. This first year will be critical in seeing whether this startup can continue its journey. Iris Spitzer, TRT World, Berlin.